How's it going, guys? It's your boy Salty Chia, Red Hair Kaneki, 2/3 of the Golden Triangle Anime Late Night Podcast. Yeah, here to do One Piece chapter 883. Why y'all watch me eat?
Hey, bro. Yo, that's exactly how I feel. I feel like dog food. I hate when people watch me eat.
Yo,
It's just some bullshit.
first off, to Brule. Girl, you lucky
Never lay down, huh?
Exactly. That's why you ain't never been laid down. You're always lying. You gotta be a thought.
Oh, I thought you never lay down because, who knows?
I mean, if you don't think Big Mom's not expired at 48, I don't know how old
No,
she
Big
is,
Mom look
but
better than Brule at 48.
that's what I'm saying. What?
Admit it.
What?
Admit it.
I don't know how old Brule is. To be first off,
Admit it.
I don't know how old she is, bro. She might be like that Twinkie that may still have like another month or two left in it. Anyway,
If Dogtooth is older than her,
yeah, Doctor's older than her. Wow. So you're just saying she got hit with the ugly stick?
yeah.
Wow. Possibly. But goddamn, Brule, you talked all that hot shit.
Yeah.
Nothing came out of that. Go ahead, talk your snap. I know you were gonna say something slick.
Oh, I was gonna say Brule got the ugly side of the family, but yeah.
They all look kind of ugly.
Oh, okay.
Kinda. Well, no, because the Admiral daughter, she's looking kind of banging. Pudding's eye.
You fall into that trap.
Yeah, I fell into the trap. But anyway,
Oh, you're not gonna mention Lady Smoothie? Okay.
look, I don't have to mention Lady Smoothie. Everybody knows she's delicious, dog. Hands, son. Hands, son. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what Dogtooth has been hiding.
Not when she was pounding 9. I mean, what?
Yo, you a jerk. So we know what Katakuri is hiding now.
Yeah. His mouth.
Yeah, like what horror movie is that from? Where like the mouth, like the.
You remind me of Gluttony from ForneverWorld.
Yeah, kind of, but
I like the mouth just like extends down.
Yeah. But there's actually a horror movie like that too.
I know what you're talking about.
But I didn't know that's what the stitches were for though. But he did kind of take offense to when they said his jaw got ripped open.
Yeah.
So do you think like that's some like past trauma shit?
Maybe Big Mom did that.
Maybe.
You know, what if like Big Mom saw the eat and like she just yanked the food out of his mouth.
And that shit ended up ripping his jaw with it. Yo, that'd be fucked up.
Oh, he got the reverse page draft.
Wow.
Shout out to some Jigsaw.
Oh yeah, it comes out tonight, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So so as a species, what do you think, man? Fisherman? Or half fisherman? Something? Because like his teeth giving me the impression that he's obviously a hybrid of some type.
Mink?
Nah. I'm thinking fisherman, dude. I'm thinking like he's like half fisherman, half something else.
I don't know. Not. Fisherman ain't the only one with sharp teeth.
Wow. Anyway, alright dude. Well, apparently, in his fight with Luffy. So anyway, here, let me paint the scenario basically. So the fight between Luffy and Katakuri continued to go on, and I feel like you did some hater shit because like the 2 songs after that are kind of godlike.
No, it's.
Oh, still North. All right.
It was commercial, so I can't skip it.
Right. But the painting the scene the way it was. So Katakuri and Luffy are still kind of going at it. Katakuri says that I never took you for granted, and he's rushing. Like Katakuri's rushing for almost no reason. And actually, he did go into gear, right?
Luffy?
Or he wanted the not elephant gun.
No, his arm was partially in gear 4.
Right.
It was like muscled up.
Yeah, what was it? Was he going into Muscle Man, I think it was, and then he got stopped?
Tank Man, yeah, gear 4.
I don't know. I don't think he was going for gear 4. Like the translation I read, he was going into some. It was
gear 4. He was using the muscle balloon.
Yeah, there you go, muscle balloon.
To transform into gear 4.
Gotcha. And
it was stopped mid transformation.
Yeah, pretty much. Katakuri was like, hit him give him the flick of the wrist, and it stopped that shit, and then called some more mochi in to kind of.
It's funny because like Katakuri kind of point out like a cliche that trope that people do, like where they call out their attack name, and he was like, at times like this, it remind me like I should just call out my attack and just observe.
Oh, touche. Yeah, he did actually say that.
So he just like, go ahead and just stop the transformation or something like that.
Yeah. He was like, let's go ahead and stop that shit. Anyway, after he, then he basically, encloses him in mochi and then does mirror mochi, which turns the actual mirror world itself into mochi and has it collapse on him.
That sounds like a delicious death.
Yeah, actually, which we end up finding out later. with that being said, he ends up turning away, being like, "You'll suffocate in no time," which is a horrendous way to die, if that was really the case. But
I wouldn't mind drowning in.
then he walks away and he calls to the chefs that were standing by, and I can't remember what the name's called. What's it called?
Me and Redna.
Me and Redna.
Is this supposed to mean like
It's snack time.
Snack time. Yeah.
It's a European term. It's an old European term used for basically like a snack, basically, or like a mid-lunch meal.
It's like tea time.
Yeah, it's like tea time. So they bring him a bunch of delicious donuts, like a lot of them actually, and they're like these huge Homer Simpson type size donuts.
And then his black tea got cold, so he made iced tea.
He made iced tea out of it instead. Yeah, and
made a fucking shrine out of mochi. That shit was ridiculous.
yeah, it was. And he chose to go inside, and he was said to not to be disturbed. And he said not. What the? First off, that right there should have gone. At least for me, that was like red. That was like red flags right there. When you have to make an enclosure for you to sit down and eat.
Hey, bro, that's how I feel.
I mean,
every time I go to a restaurant, I eat. Like even if I eat in front of like my ex-girlfriend or something, I'll be like, hey, can you not look at me while I'm eating? Can you look away?
wow.
Sorry, that's just how I am. Like.
That's cool.
When I eat in front of people, I'm like, yeah.
Well, if they're like dead ass staring at you, but like, shit, dude, we've gone out to food places. Well, I'm always on the other side of you, so good point. Anyway, point is this. Yeah, I guess he wanted his privacy or whatever. He goes into his little shrine. Whatever, man.
I feel with him.
Okay, it's cool. Like, I don't have too much of a problem with it. It just seems silly. So he goes into his little house.
Not silly.
He goes into his little mochi house or bungalow and whatnot. And then our boy Luffy eats his way out.
Yeah.
Like
Luffy, that's not how body works, my dude.
Nah, don't. My man,
how are you gonna run a lap and then all your fat's gone?
Hey, bro.
Why can't I do that?
Hey, bro.
Why can't I do that? When I eat a fucking Cinnabon, that should stay in there.
You're funny. Our boy Luffy asks where dude's at. At first, they said they didn't want to allude to him being in the shrine, so they had said that they had lied and said that he went on his way. And then dude was like, and then
he's like, I can hear his voice in there. He's like, oh shit, observation hockey, right?
At first, and then he ended up saying he can smell him eating something delicious. And then they were like,
and then Luffy's like, is that donut?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, what is he? Then my man runs some laps, and then he gets ready to hit for the shrine, and the chefs, to their credit, try to stop him, kinda.
Let me point this out though, Luffy, what? Your observation hockey work only when
food's involved.
Yeah, like what the fuck is that? Like why don't you have that shit activated when you need it in the fight?
Well, let me point this out. Katakuri had also said that well, this is afterwards. We're kind of skipping ahead a little bit, but he said that he should have seen a little further along, so he would have known if Luffy was going to be finished off or not.
Oh,
so
I think he was actually talking about like actually seeing Luffy die instead of walking off before he actually finished the job.
No, that's what I'm saying though. I think what he was trying to say though, or what he did say, I should say, is that I think he cut his observation off like right when he got smothered, and that was it. I think he could have seen the full scene and he chose not to.
I don't know.
That's what he made it sound like, bro.
I feel like it's looking too far into it.
I don't think
it's probably just been like just seeing Luffy finish off. That's pretty much it.
And even if he did, he would have just said, think about how much time he took to talk to these guys, then make his little shrine, and then go in. You're really gonna sit? Would you have really sat there and waited for Luffy to fucking suffocate for that to happen? Yeah. No, you wouldn't have.
If I wanted,
no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't have.
Yeah,
you wouldn't have. This is shonen, sir. Everybody walks away from their opponents when they think they're beaten. Anyway,
and that's what he's pointing out. It's not like he's constantly having his.
He didn't need to have it constantly on, but I'm saying, like, when he saw that, and when he foresaw that scene, yeah, I think he's plainly said that he's like, man, I probably should have watched it the whole way through. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like he probably just stay and watch.
Did you really think he was gonna stay and watch though? My man's trying to eat snack time, bro. He's already 40 minutes late.
I'm just saying what he was saying. Like
that was what your translation said.
No, because like all I'm saying was we're looking too far into it. Maybe all he was saying probably is I should have just stay and watch him being finished off.
But that's what I'm saying. Was he really going to do that though?
No.
Would he have really stayed and done that? No, he wouldn't have done that.
I'm just explaining what he's saying.
Dude, I get that. By the way, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying he wouldn't have done that. No one would have.
Yeah, no one would. But it's just pointing out.
But yet again, if he had watched the whole vision, if he had seen the whole vision like he was supposed to, then he probably would have. He could
I don't
have.
think he was watching into the future like that. He was just looking at. He was just looking at Luffy. What the hell?
Yeah.
It's not like he was looking.
Dude, I'm trolling, dude. Stop. I'm trolling. I'm good. You're good, man. I've worn that out way too long. Anyway, so Katakuri is on his back like a good hoe and eating some donuts.
How you and like that, bro?
I mean, because your man's a bitch. Also, by the time and then when he's not really a bitch, but and then when Luffy ended up punching through a shrine, which led everybody shook.
Oh yeah.
The mouth thing. I mean, maybe the stitches. Maybe he did get his jaw ripped open. We'll talk about that in speculations. But then, like then you see the flashback of everything that Brule said, and he's like, at least in his own personal space, it's a total opposite. So, is it something that he's ashamed of, maybe, and that's why he doesn't like?
Also, though, if you remember what Brule said, he is never fallen, undefeated fighter. If he's undefeated, how did he get the scar? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that goes back to what you said. Maybe Big Mom yoked his ass for that Sam L.
Or what if he did that himself?
Why would he scar? Why would he scar? Oh, so you saying he's a glutton?
So he can eat more, yeah. Like he's just like,
are you?
Or a Joker? It's like,
I don't know. Wow. It's an interesting way of looking at it, I suppose. I don't know if that's a little too much for me, though.
Like,
just to eat? Like, for real, bro?
Like, to see these scars.
Wow.
Wanna know how I get them?
Wow.
Donuts.
Wow. I don't know what to make out of that, but that's pretty funny nonetheless. Yeah. So
he's funny. So how this dude just lay down like nom nom donuts. It's so yummy.
They did look pretty good though.
Yeah. They were.
Even though he was laying on the chocolate sprinkle one, I don't know what. Racist. Anyway.
How's that racist?
Like you're gonna just lay all over the chocolate one? Like the chocolate one's beneath you?
Like don't act like you would. Well, I wouldn't because I hate chocolate.
Yeah, you're a jerk though, so that's okay. I can live with that, but still, like, why?
You say you wouldn't lay on a bed of donut chocolate?
No, I'm not laying on the bed of donut chocolate. You eat the chocolate ones first. I'll lay down on the powdered one.
You're saying you wouldn't prefer to have summer rain that lay on a bed of chocolate donut? Is that what you're saying?
Those are not donuts, sir. Those are cakes. Some delicious ass
is that what
cakes.
You're saying?
Delicious ass cakes.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Laying on mom's cakes, though. Anyway.
Whoa. Hey, bro. Gotta keep it PG.
Yeah. So, anyway, they barge in. Yeah. My man gets pretty heated, kills the chefs. So obviously he doesn't want. So he doesn't. Apparently, either his family doesn't know.
0 to 100 real quick.
Wow. Either his family doesn't know, or he's so ashamed of it that he doesn't want it to be brought up. Because none of them have ever seen him eat, and he killed them. He murked all them cats.
Yeah, bro. Like he went from 0 to 100, like from happy donut time into serious mode. Like why you motherfucker look at me?
Looking at me, yeah. Like he was not playing around with that shit.
Like a trigger when one chef like, you don't have to turn our
jars open. And he said, what did he say in your translation?
He got that selective buggies here. And he's like, what you motherfucker say? He's like, whose jaws torn up?
Yeah. Okay, that's what I said in my translation too. Did Black Mochi, right? No, he didn't use the arm. He didn't.
Yeah, it was Black Mochi.
Oh, was it?
Black Mochi.
Yeah, he had Black Mochi, and them guys hit the wall and died.
Like, what did he do though? Like, did he punch them, or was that like?
Yeah, he punched them.
Okay.
And whatnot, and then they died when they hit the wall.
It's kind of weird because like it turns into like an actual block.
Yeah. It turned into an actual block, like his hands and his fingers and everything. Kind of crazy. So yeah, and the motherfuckers died in the story, and then Luffy tries to go at him. Mm-hmm. 2 blows, both of them hurt like hell.
Yeah, Luffy hands.
Yeah, they couldn't take it. But then Katakuri took the foot.
But then you gotta remember though, like how strong is Katakuri fucking armored Haki to hurt Luffy like that?
I don't know. No, like I said, is that still armament, or is that just another technique he has called Black Mochi?
I think it's armament Haki. Because you see the Haki flash, lightning thing.
True, touche. But I don't know, it must be pretty concentrated. But
it gotta be stronger than Virgo to do that.
But then he gets kicked in the jaw. Luffy says that he didn't dodge it. And then Katakuri kind of just brushed that shit off like, yeah.
So
and then
what? He got a super trigger in this chapter then.
And then Luffy said he saw something in that exchange.
Yeah, I'll point it out in a second.
All right. Anyway, he saw something and ends up hitting him again, which pushes Katakuri back. And he says that you're not invincible. That's pretty much the end of the chapter.
It went Gear 4? You can ignore that?
What?
You went Gear 4? You gonna ignore that?
Gear 4! I'm kind of all excited out of that. I was kind of hoping to see Katakuri like try to emulate it.
Maybe next chapter.
Maybe.
But okay, so let me point out what Luffy was saying. So he hit him, or he kicked him in the jaw, right? Mm-hmm. Or in the mouth, whatever you want to say. So what Luffy was saying, like, you're not invincible, so you gotta have a weakness. So what I'm thinking of is his weakness, like the one part where he can't completely like maybe activate his haki or his power completely, is like his mouth area. That's why it's always covered up with cloth and stuff like that. Like, and you gotta think like where he got his wound. Like, it's around his mouth.
Is that not part of his like? Are you saying it's like not part of his original face? Is it made out of like mochi or something?
I don't know, cause you gotta think like he probably had been attacked by haki to such an extent. It's not. He can't completely like fully heal it. Kind of like what happened to Aokiji, you know, with his leg, where even though he's a Logia user, he can't regenerate it anymore. So he has to make a fake leg. Same situation I'm thinking, where he can't completely heal it and make it like intangible to haki attack.
Interesting.
And so if that's the case, you gotta think like, if it's Big Mom that attack him, or whoever that is that attack him, the haki or the power have to
actually, if I get this line, we're gonna hit that McDonald's real fast. Yeah, there's one up the street.
I gotta go with mine. Okay.
Oh, you beat to the mall that you're dreading?
Yeah, she's actually waiting.
Oh, well, never mind then. Let's just carry go. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, okay.
Nah, you're a savage, bro. I guess that's a. Yeah, I suppose.
Like, I say, like, whoever attacked him or did that to him, gotta have like the haki or some kind of power strong enough for him for it to like beat that wounded to where he can't heal it like that.
Makes sense, I suppose.
So I guess if it's Big Mom, maybe shit, I don't know. Maybe she has haki in her hand, just rip his jaw off. That's graphic in the image.
Wow. Yeah, it's a bit graphic actually.
But yeah. That's it.
Alright. So yeah, guys. I don't really know what that was, to be honest with you. It's obviously not a blind spot. I don't know what that was. I'm more fascinated on how he ended up getting hurt like that, to be honest with you. And like I said, the way and the thing is that it leads me to believe that he's never really eaten in front of any of them, because none of them have ever seen him eat. So it makes me wonder, did that happen to him a lot sooner than we're thinking, or whatever the case may be? But it's hard to say. All right, guys. So this was.
Well, and I feel like if that's okay, like, what if the only other person that know is Paris, since he's like the first son?
It's possible. I suppose it is possible.
Paris gonna die anyway.
Wow. Yeah, he's probably gonna bleed now. Yeah. All right, guys. So this was One Piece chapter 881, or sorry, 883. My bad. Just slipping up. Thank you guys for listening. Speculations and discussions will come up next. We'll delve a little further into that. No more trolling on my part. And I will holler at y'all later.
Peace.
Peace.